All right. I see I'm live. I'm going to wait to see if anybody comes in here. For anybody that's watching this pre-recorded. What's up, vapes? It is early. I know it's early. I'm sure there's not going to be a lot of people to come in here. Then again, we got UK. I mean, people in the UK are up. KBN Productions, Mr. Burgundy. Let me get on live chat. This is going to be a pretty quick video. I'm going to drink my coffee. I got work basically, so that's what this video is about. So in this video, I'm going to discuss what's going on with other videos this weekend. I'm going to discuss the build challenge from Coil Class, and I got some vape mail. I'm not opening it. Well, it's open. I'm not taking the plastic off of the stuff I got. You were live, yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, you figure in the UK, it's what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12 at lunchtime. So I guess it's not too bad, right? Bassmaster Cube. Celine's up. Yep. All right, so here's the deal. Let's get the build challenge out of the way. All right. My life's been pretty good. I can't really complain. It's looking like I might have to move soon, but I don't know. Other than that, I don't think that's it. It sucks to move just because it's a lot of work, but I guess that's not a horrible thing. I'm not moving under the same conditions that I used to move at. I spent most of my life getting evicted from places because not paying rent. This is a different circumstance. So I've actually paid my rent every month, and I still might have to move. But I guess that's the downfalls of living in the neighborhood that I live in. I don't know. I live in a very gentrified neighborhood, and shit gets expensive. So, not on my part really, but the people that own the house. So, that's a bridge I'll have to cross probably soon, but not a high crime rate at all. No. I live in a pretty nice neighborhood. It's just gentrified. It just gets more expensive and more expensive. Put it this way, this house was bought for $60,000 in 17 years ago. $60,000. We just looked up what it's worth now, $310,000. So it's what, 5 times, 6 times, 5 times more. It's worth 5 times more than it was 17. So we're trying not to let that happen, Celine. We're trying not to let that happen because she's going to 8th grade next year. So that would be that would suck. That would suck, having friends in the same school all the way up to 7th grade. And hopefully we get somewhere just the same area. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to get somewhere close to here. So, because it gets more expensive, KBN. It's not bad that your house raise his price, but everything gets more expensive. Your taxes go up. Everything. People make offers, and if you paid $60,000 for something, and it's worth 300,000, what would you do if you could raise your money 5 times in 15 years? You know? He said, I'm never drinking again. Apathetic Geek, what's up? All Day Vape, Roy Murphy, Those Beans. What's up? All right, so here's the deal. We'll see what happens. Yeah. My rent hasn't went up though, so that's good. So, but if I move, my rent's going to go up because I have a good price here. So, all right. So let us talk about coil class. My brother in Cali was stupid. He bought his house for $300K and the offer was $950K. Bubble burst. After he said he wanted to wait for the offer to be $1 million. Yeah. All right, so the coil class build thing. All right, the coil class build challenge. So here's what I'm going to do. I meant to come on here like Thursday and explain this, but I meant to come on here on Thursday and give you an ample amount of time to adjust to what I'm about to tell you. So I'm going to give you more time to adjust, but not too much. So since I'm not going to be able to do it today, I only have like 10 more minutes I could spend with you here because I have to get to work. What I'm going to do is the builds that are in. All right, so let me go over and look at what builds are in. I'm going to give people like 2 more hours. All right, so the builds were supposed to be due today around 10, right? Because that's when I usually do my live coffee talk, but obviously it's early, right? And I don't have enough time. I'm typing in coffee talk. And I don't have enough time to go over everything right now. So let me look at the recent. Okay, so the last person to put up at this point was Celine. That was the last person to put up a post. Wow, I see a lot of good ones. Okay. Yeah, okay. So Celine's the last one to put it up. I'll look at it at 10 o'clock. What's up, Steve? Damn, you're up early. I'll look at it at like 10 o'clock and see who put it in. But here we go. What info, what's up? So geez, maybe I should have woke up somewhere. What's up, John? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give more time for the coil class thing, all right? The coil class build challenge. You're going to have until Monday morning. We're going to do Monday morning will be the cutoff time. I'm going to do coffee talk Monday morning. I have off on Monday. Coffee talk Monday morning. Coil class coffee talk where we look at it. I'll pick the winners at this time. Okay, so you have more time. Also, I am going to allow the rules that we were talking about. People were asking, can you do more than one core stagger fuse Clapton? Could you do micro Clapton? Could you do? I'm going to allow that. What I'm not going to allow is you could do anything like that. What I am not allowing still is I am not allowing aliens and staple standing up. No staple builds, no aliens. We are still not allowing that. I'm going to tell you if we're not going to allow anything else. No, no cord braids. Obviously, no corrugated. You can't stand up. No parabolic neither. No corrugating. And no pitchforking. Okay, so what you can do anything but this. If you stay in these rules right here, all right, and I'm going to explain a little bit more. Stay in these rules right here. What's up, Tommy? All right. No staple standing up. No aliens. No pitchforking. Don't do any type of pitchforking. Not a half a pitchfork. Not a fucking no kind of pitchfork. And no corrugating. All right. No aliens. This is the last time I'm saying it. No aliens. No standing up staples. No corrugating anything. And no pitchforking at all. All right. No double fusing stuff. Don't do that stuff. All right. Which I mean pitchforking. Like don't put a frame on, fuse it, skip fuse, and then put another frame on. No, don't do that. All right. Now, the builds that are going to be in at 10 o'clock and before are definitely going to be looked at as following the directions better. Okay. Like I'm definitely going to favor them builds. I also am going to allow everybody 2 builds. All right. So if you already put in a build and you want to do another one because of this, you could do that. All right. You could do 2 builds only. So if you already put one in there, you could put another one in there. All right. If you haven't put any in, you could do 2, whatever, do 2 builds in it. Now, like I said, the people that have already done their build, I'm going to favor them a little bit because they did it when I told them to do it, and now all of a sudden things are changing, and that just wouldn't be fair if I did that. So I'm going to do 2 prizes, all right, just because one of them prizes is definitely going to somebody that already put it in, all right. So if you already put your build in or you put it in before 10 a.m., somebody's getting a prize from then back. But I will give more time. You could do what you want. I know a couple people were asking about micro Claptons and stagger fuse Claptons that have more than 2 cores. You could do that. So we'll see. But yeah, you could do just if one build's good, like Bassmaster Cube. Your build looks looks good enough to me. So I don't know if you're gonna want to do another one. Yeah, I'd probably just be like, yep, that's good enough. That's a good build. A lot of people put in good ones, like Sean O'Garrity, Celine's, Rodrigo. So, Yeah, I don't know exactly if she's watching, but that's, yeah, that twisted staple. It's very nice. It's been done a lot. When you hammer it, it's called a jigsaw. But yeah, it's twisted staple. It just, I like the sound of twisted naked staple because technically it is. But if you hammer that down before you twist it, it looks very cool. Very cool. It's actually, I don't know who made that coil, the jigsaw. Squid Dude talks about it in one of his videos. Twisted Messes has a really nice one. It's actually the best jigsaw I've ever seen. I've never seen anybody do it as good as Twisted Messes, and he didn't even like how it looked. His is fucking ridiculously flat. Yeah, your top cap fits, so you gotta have points for that. Okay, so what else? Video tonight, as always. We're gonna do 7 p.m. tonight, just as always. I'll ask people in the Patreon, like, if they want to do anything. If not, I have ideas. I have really been wanting to do, like, a lot of core stagger fuse Clapton, something like a 8 core. I've never done over like 6 or 7 cores. You gotta boost it soon, Nick. Yeah, I think. But yeah, if you only have one build, that's okay. Has anyone made a tri-core fuse stovetop core? Oh man, here's the thing about what has people made. It's all been done. I'm telling you, just because I've seen almost everything, and I don't follow every single coil builder. You can't say everything was done because that's like impossible. There's a countless number of coils to do. If there's 65 coils and you can combine them in so many ways, like not all of them have been done because that means that there's millions of types of coils you could do. But what's the name of the alien? The D core is Clapton. A mothership is an alien with a micro Clapton. There's an exo alien where you take a big wire and alien it D core and just wrap it around a bit. But a mothership is when you do a, I have one right here actually. A mothership is when you do this is kind of a mothership. It's also a parallel alien, but when you have a micro Clapton as your alien. There's still dust on this. I cleaned the shit out of this thing. Jesus Christ. So there's a micro Clapton on there. If it was all micro Clapton alien, that would be a mothership. So this is a mothership parallel with a regular alien. That would be a mothership. Which I don't agree with the name because other things were called motherships, but people, it's taken off now, so you can't stop it. You can't fucking text everybody and be like, that's not a mothership, dude, but whatever. if that's how names are born. If somebody calls you a nickname and a lot of other people call you the nickname, that's how a name's born. That's how builds became when That's how builds get their names, you know? There wasn't as many builders, so instead of you, like, let's say there's 50 coil builders in all, right? Like at a certain time, there was only 50 coil builders. And you go, yo, Blue Eye Goon, what do you call that wavy? Or how do you do that wavy one? Which wavy one? Because I have two wavy ones. I call the one an alien, and I call the one an arched. Okay. And then they go, all right, so he calls that an alien, which is a great name because it looks like an alien from the Alien movies. So this is how he said he did it. All right, I'm going to try the alien then. And then so on and so on. It just keeps going on and going on. And now what? Damn near 5 years later, it's still called an alien. And that name's always going to stay because enough people call it its nickname. And that's the only way you could get a coil to be named something is if the creator says that's what I call it, an alien. And everybody agrees to that. And just by calling it that, they don't have to say, oh, I agree, you call it an alien. They just say, oh, an alien, okay. Alien, alien, alien. So, same thing with Mothership. I know Mothership as other stuff. Mothership was like, there was like a Mothership challenge a couple years back where it was a cage build with aliens. And they would call that Mothership. So when people, wow, that many people call me an asshole. That's funny. Yeah, I got work, but it's also like, fuck work, you know? I could go whenever. But yeah, I also got vape mail, which will be the last thing I gotta say. Right, work's overrated. I didn't really want to work, but just something came up. So, yeah, do it, Dave. So I got mail from Advkin that I'll do videos on. I'm not even going to open these until I do the videos. So I got the dark mesh tank, which I've been hearing a lot of good things about this. This will probably get given away. But the dark mesh tank. So apparently, this is a 0.15 triple mesh coil. So I'm kind of interested in seeing what that's about. 0.15 triple mesh coil. Triple mesh, huh? So we'll see what that's about. And then I got this. The AL starter kit. And I think this is a good idea. Because when I tried the AL tank, that's actually kind of what it reminded me of. It reminded me of a good tank for somebody that's just getting into vaping. The AL is a top-down tank. So the dark mesh is bottom up. You see the air flows at the bottom. The AL tank comes from the top. So what did he say? I'm very boring. Awesome. I told you. I've been saying that for fucking years, dude. We should go look at how many fucking subscribers they have. Maybe they can teach me how not to be boring. The best bet if you're a troll is like go to like makeup channels, somebody like really emotional, somebody that doesn't really give a fuck about you. You're not going to get a real rise out of as much as you would like. I haven't broke down in tears yet, so I probably won't. Because remember that one time with the enigmas, I could have cried then, but I didn't, so I probably never will. So, like Scott, go to a makeup channel like Scott's channel and do that. Yeah. So, I think that's about it. I should probably get off to work. Let me finish my coffee here. I'm still vaping Mr. Burgundy's Toasted on the Skill RDA. Oh, okay, that's another thing. So I meant to come live last night and tell you guys this, but the problem is I was uploading video from my camera. And it's very weird because sometimes when I upload videos from the camera, it's like that. And sometimes it takes a really long time. Like sometimes it just takes forever. It takes so long that the battery on the camera dies before it gets done. Sometimes I could upload so many videos really quick. It's really weird. I don't know why that happens. But I can't do anything on my computer while it's uploading. It just doesn't let you. So I uploaded all the footage from the review I recorded on the Skill RDA with the clone. So I don't know when I'll get time to edit that. Possibly tomorrow night, maybe tonight. What's up, Blue Coils? What did you say? I'm not ignoring anybody on purpose. Have you seen the Smock R Kiss mod? Keep it simple, stupid, like the smallest, lightest dual 18650, they say. I have seen that. Who did that? A handful of reviews on it, but none of the bigger people have done a review on it. I wonder why. I'll tell you why. Because it's Smock. No, that's not why. It's because, does it come with a tank? When you do, okay. John, wait for the review. Yes, absolutely. So I got the blue coils. I'll tell you why, blue coils. When you do reviews, okay, I'm going to try to say this without getting people mad. You start getting, there's companies like Smock and companies that send you like 5 different versions of the same thing. And you can't possibly do a review on all of them. And not only that, but when you get a big reviewer, all right, this is what happens. You get 5 companies sending you the newest starter kit. It's the newest small things are out now. So we're going to send you the newest small thing. Salt Nick tanks are out. So we're going to send you all these Salt Nick tanks. And each company has like 3 of them. And if you're a big reviewer, every company's sending you 3 of them. There's like 10 different companies. And it's not interesting. It's not interesting to anybody. Like, at this point, if your box mod doesn't work the way it should, you probably shouldn't be making stuff. At this point, everybody knows how to make a box mod. It's just different looks. You know, now we got new batteries, so that's different. If it's an 18650, that's probably why. An 18650 mod isn't going to get a lot of hits on your channel. It's just not. Like, how many mesh tanks could you possibly review? You know, how many Saltnik pod systems could you possibly review? It just gets, you can't even really review them. So they wait for interesting stuff. Like Grim Green does like interesting shit. Like the, what's the one called? Comes with TF Baby V2 mini. And you say, yeah, it's like, how many baby beast tanks are we going to fucking have? And reviewers could decide to just, like, Grim Green's got it best, really, because you know, like, these guys have to take money to jump the queue. This is what happens. They get all this stuff. You can't possibly review all this shit. There's just way too much shit. There ain't enough hours in the day to review all this shit. So if a company really, really, really likes the product, they will pay for you to jump it in the queue. Like, I'll give you X amount of dollars to make sure you do a review on it this week. And okay, if you want to pay for it, I'll do it, of course. If not, then I'll make sure I show it at some point. You know, I'll open my vape mail and it'll be there, which is huge. That's fucking huge. He has like 900 people in his chats when he does a live. That's a huge thing. It doesn't matter whether people like it. It matters that you show it. That's the same thing I say with Instagram. Like, people liking my thing has nothing to do with anything because you all see it. It doesn't matter. I don't really care if people hit the like button when I put up something saying, you know, check out this AL starter kit. I don't care if you press the like because you've seen it. I mean, that's what the company cares about, is that they've seen it. And that an account that has 10,000, you know, followers, it's getting its views. It's getting known that it's out there. Exactly. You could find out. Yep. If you see every big reviewer doing the same thing, like they all had a review on, let's say, whatever, the Rebirth, you could pretty much guess that the company really wanted to get that out there. Or, see, I think it might be different with the Rebirth. Sometimes products just get a buzz around it, and I think that's what Grim Green does too. Is like, if a product just has a buzz on it, of course you want to review, because it's like the Ardent. How many people? Nobody has asked me more about a review on the Ardent than the Ardent. It's just the Ardent was like the biggest thing. The Ocula, I'm sure a lot of people wanted to see that. You know, just things get a buzz around them. So I think my basis of the story is when you become a big reviewer, you get to pick and choose, and it's just not interesting to them. It's just not. They just don't feel like it takes a lot to make a video on something. Like, you really have to be interested in it, and it's just not. Doesn't mean it's not a good product. It just means, like, there's lots of stuff that gets hyped that turns out not to be good, but for the most part, there was some products that came out that people just hyped it up a lot, and didn't like it. I can't think of what they were. But there's a couple. There's things that get, but that's just like that's a good thing for the companies. I mean, that means they're doing something right. There's a couple RDAs like that are just like the one RDA came out right after the rebirth, and it was the same thing, only it was side airflow, and it's a beautiful RDA, but at the same time, you just know, like, of course the rebirth's going to be better. It's the same exact thing with bottom airflow. Of course that's better. You know, like what bottom airflow is just the best. I don't even know if that, I don't even think that's an opinion. I think it just is. Obviously, it's leaky. And that's not my opinion. That's just what it is. So I think, I actually think I'm going to make a purchase to, what is it, Umie? I think I'm going to buy like one of the 3 big things that they have, or 4 big things they have. Excuse me, I need to blow my nose. So, what did Drew say? Yeah, it's got to be good. Yeah, that's why it's hard to do reviews, because it just seems like you're bullshitting. Like it's hard because, especially like when you do stuff, when you review on stuff like that you bought, like of course you like it. You paid money for it. Of course you're gonna like it. That's why you bought it. So what was I saying before I left? Umie. Umie makes the Are you saying that any dripper that leaks is a good RDA? No. Anything that's good leaks is basically what I'm saying. No. What I'm saying is there is a give and take with bottom airflow, right? Bottom airflow is just the best. I don't even think that's an opinion. I think if you want to talk about the best flavor, you're going to say that it's going to be a bottom airflow RDA. I don't even think that's every great flavor RDA I could think of, the air comes from the bottom. All right. So also, bottom airflow is bottom airflow. Juice drips down. They can be leaky. Are there ways around that? Yes. So with bottom airflow, you can't do the same thing you do to side airflow, where you just take your juice and go like this. You can't just do that and just wherever it gets, it gets. All right. Leaky. if I did that to, where is it? If I did that to a Kennedy, if I did that same thing to a Kennedy, I'm going to get juice. But Kennedy is one of the best flavor. I mean, think of all the things that I've told you that are the best flavor. The profile being the exception. The profile is side airflow. But what are the other ones? BTFC, bottom airflow. Rebirth, bottom airflow. I can't think of another one, but they are pretty much the best airflow. But it's a give and take. They may leak. Here's the thing about the Dead Rabbit. The Dead Rabbit is top airflow, but it's almost bottom too, isn't it? Because it's going all the way down to come back up. So yes, it is, but all top airflow is that. So that's kind of a stupid argument. The Dead Rabbit has some of the best flavor. That top airflow is very good. I think that's for other reasons too, though. I think it's because of how high them coils are. I think it actually is coming from the bottom. I think that's the reason why. So yeah, with the Dead Rabbit, they're right there. The coils are right there. The air probably is shooting down at the bottom and coming up. That's probably what's happening. Is the air is coming down. The coils are here. The air is coming down. It's probably hitting the coil somewhere, but it's going and back up. It's probably going way past the coil and coming up from the bottom again. That's happening with a lot of things, though, but not side airflow. Side airflow isn't shooting down. It's shooting straight across and up. It's just going like straight out and up. The down is probably hitting. It depends how hard you hit, though, too. If I go like this, like just a little, it's going to go straight up probably, or more straight up. But if I go, that was a lot of juice. If I suck in hard, it's going to shoot down and go. That's just how I look at it. I don't know. I might be wrong. Who knows? So the best airflow, you're giving up maybe leaking. So that's just how I see it. I mean, look at all the best RTAs even. All the best RTAs come from the bottom. I'm not saying this is the best RTA, but most RTAs come from the bottom. Most tanks come from the bottom. And that's something that Grim Green did a really good review on the Ale tank. It's a good tank. It's a solid tank. But it's a weird thing, isn't it? Like, why top airflow? You know? And I guess it won't leak. And it has good flavor. That tank has good flavor. Yeah, the Dead Rabbit's the best. I seen pictures of the mutant, and it looks extremely cool. I've seen pictures of it. I haven't seen the full thing. Is there a picture of the full thing out? I've seen pictures of the OC or of the airflow ring. I haven't seen other stuff. A short video. You keep getting kicked off YouTube. So sometimes raising the coils is good, but for the most part, you want your coils close to the airflow is what you usually want. He posted it yesterday. What's his Instagram name? It's not Twisted420. Vaping with Twisted420. There he is. What, did he do it on YouTube? Oh, here it is. It's definitely interesting. Yikes. It's definitely interesting. I don't like vertical coil. Whatever. That airflow is amazing. It's definitely something I would like to get and review. It's definitely an interesting RDA. Thank God for that. It looks like the squam comes up, which I like that too. I just can't do them screws, man. I don't like them screws. I don't like the slots with the screws. I don't like that. Zach Vapes, I was talking not about you, but to you earlier in the video. The twisted staple's a thing, man. That's it's been a thing for a while. It's actually an old school build. People would flatten them and call them jigsaws. They would hammer them down and call them jigsaws. I will do it in one of the coil class videos. They're a pain in the ass. I actually have one here, I think. You did it good, though. You did a good twisted staple. I don't mean to burst your bubble, though. It's kind of a dick move. Here it is. I knew it was in here. These are all the coils that were sitting on my table. They were just all scattered about. That's a jigsaw. It's the same thing, but before you wrap it, you gotta flatten it. Kind of dirty, but all right. So twisted staple. You don't want to twist it too much because it won't wrap right. But yeah, twisted staple, then flatten it and then wrap it. They're hard to get to look good. They're really hard to get to look good. The best person that ever did it was Twisted Messes. It would take me forever to find the post because his account's just so big. Actually, it probably wouldn't even be that hard. Yeah, he's got 2,000 posts. It would be hard. It would be hard to find. How many posts do I got? 4,000. Okay. Lando's getting up there with his post, huh? That motherfucker. Yeah, it would take forever to find it. All right, so I should get out of here. Once again, here we go. All right, the challenge. All right, here's the challenge. One more time. I said it at about 12 minutes in. If you put a build in, good on you. You will be rewarded if you put a build in already. Get it in by 10 o'clock today. Anybody that gets it in before 10 o'clock today, you will be rewarded for that by only having to compete with the people that have put in a build at that time. All right. Now, you could put in another build. You're allowed 2 builds now instead of 1. 2 builds. All right. 2 builds. All the rules apply except people are asking, can you do a more than 2 core stagger fuse Clapton? Yes. Can you do micro Clapton? Yes. You could do that stuff. These are the 4 things you cannot do. So follow the rules besides these 4 things. No staple standing up. There's no stacking ribbon and having them stand up like in a staple or a Fralian or a staple stagger fuse Clapton. No. It has to be laying. We only learn laying down staples, no standing up staples. Zach, you have until Monday now. You have until Monday morning. So I'm not going to wait for anybody to get in the first one. Whoever gets in the first one by 10, you had a week. But you have until Monday with the second build. All right? So you have until Monday. No staples standing up. No alien wire at all. No pitchforking at all. No half pitchfork. No kind of pitchfork. Fuse it once and be done with it. All right. No corrugating anything. All right. So those 4 things. No standing up staples. No aliens. No pitchforking. No corrugating. And that's all I'm going to say. Follow the rules within that. Just don't do them 4 things. That's it. Anything else? I looked at the whole list. Do anything else. Don't do them 4 things. In fact, I won't even count points against you if you do any of them 4 things. I just won't put you in the build off. No cord braids. No cord braids. Yeah, no cord braids either. So 5 things. No cord braids. Oh, okay. The hashtag's the same. Do coil class hashtag, but label it. Say, call it the week 9 build challenge. I don't know what it is. Just put something in there. This is my build for the challenge. All right, this is my build for the challenge. I'll know what it is because it's in order, so I could see, who put it in at what time and all that. I'm very good at Instagram. I get it. I'm a good Instagrammer, dude. All right. So, all right, I've been on here for an hour already. I better get going to work. Yes, we will be doing a build and chill tonight. Absolutely, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. tonight. All right. Henry's Builds, what's up? Johnny Deathhead, what's up? What's up, everybody? Zach Vapes, everybody, and goodbye. Very special thanks to all my Patreons. You're all awesome. Got up to 30 Patreons now, so that's awesome. But yeah, watch the replay if you want of this. If not, I'll probably repeat what I said in tonight's video. But everybody have a good day. I got to get to work. All right. What I was saying about Umie, I think I'm gonna buy like one of each of their things with the Patreon money this month because I know the Patreon's gonna grow, and I'm not gonna have like a whole lot of money this month, but I think next month I'm gonna have more between Patreon and YouTube. So I'm gonna try to get like cheap stuff this time. And Umie is the best company to do that with. So I will get the bulk, the armadillo, which I'm not super excited about the armadillo, but I think it would be a cool review. The Wasp and Wasp Nano. So I think I'm going to get them 4 things and review them. I think that would be a good idea. And I would probably give away most of them. So, because to be honest, the Wasp Nano looks pretty cool, but it just doesn't seem like stuff I would vape all day. So, I am out of here. Everybody have a good day, good weekend. I will see you at 7 p.m. Peace.